Kim, very good to see you. Today, we are talking through 5 retirement investing mistakes. A financially secure and happy retirement doesn't just happen, it takes planning and, of course, modifications as you get older. So, let's walk through those mistakes. Mistake number one is simply not having a plan, which is essential when it comes to addressing retirees' number one fear of running out of money.
Exactly. You're always going to end up somewhere, but where you end up is going to depend on the plan. Now, a lot of people think that that means saving a certain amount of money, 500,000, a million, 2 million. We usually start at the end goal. So what do you need that income to be? And then back into it from there. And that involves intense planning, like you said.
Right. Well said. There is no rule of thumb, too, with that, how much you need in the bank. Okay.
Right.
Mistake number two, forgetting to account for inflation.
Yes, I think this has been a little bit of a sticker shock over the past couple years. But all that means is that the dollars that you need today are not going to be the same amount of dollars you need a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. As we know, everything continues to get more and more expensive. So the best way to plan for long-term inflation is to make sure that you have adequate equities built into your portfolio. That's generally the best way to keep up with long-term inflation.
I see. And mistake number three, not working now to create tax-free income. And why is now the operative word?
Now is so important because if nothing is done, taxes are going to increase in 2026.
Right.
That's when the Tax Cuts and Job Act expire, and those rates are going to go ahead and revert. So we have the small window of opportunity right now, if it makes sense, to kind of prepay those taxes, move some funds into a tax-free position so that further down the road, if you think taxes are going to go up in the future, which most people think they will, now you'll have a bucket of money that's tax-free for you in those times.
Mm. Mistake number four, investing too conservatively, especially if you have a long time horizon.
Yes. So this is a lot of people kind of get caught here investing aggressively, conservatively. As we near closer and closer to retirement and you no longer have that paycheck coming in, it's natural for us to kind of want to hold on to what we've managed to attain so far. But as I mentioned earlier, we have inflation working against us. So if we don't keep an adequate amount of equities within the portfolio, it's going to be very hard to keep up with that long-term inflation.
Mhm. On the other hand, though, taking on too much risk as you near retirement.
Yeah. So on the flip side of things, some people say, well, you know what? The stock market's the best place to make long-term returns in retirement. And that is true. However, if you have 100% of your portfolio in the stock market and we have one of those significant corrections, 30, 40, 50%, and you're drawing on those funds, that's called sequence risk. And that can actually increase the danger of running out of funds down the road. So there is this kind of sweet spot for most people as far as being having some conservative investments in their account, as well as some equities to, again, hedge that long-term inflation.
Hmm. Some mistakes that are easier to avoid than others, but some that kind of require some personalized planning. So, Kim, if somebody would like to speak with you about designing their own financial plan, what's the best way to reach you?
The best place is to go to our website. You can learn about us, find different ways to contact us, www.young-wm.com, and we'll be happy to have a chat.
All right, Kim, thank you.
Thanks.